Since 1957, Maxon has been the leader in liftgate innovations that deliver higher reliability, enhanced productivity, and lower cost of ownership. From the invention of the first tuck-away gate in 1957 to industry-leading achievements like the BMRA column lift, GPT Premium Tuckaway, GPTLR Level Ride Tuckaway, and DMD, the first direct medium-duty rail lift, to the latest advancements that make liftgates smarter, safer, and more reliable. Maxon helps you surpass your fleet's efficiency goals. This video will introduce you to the operation and safety features of the Maxon RA side door slide lift. This video is presented in 3 sections. Section 1 introduces the slide lift and its numerous features. Section 2 demonstrates the correct operation of the slide lift. Section 3 shows the deploying, loading, and stowing of the slide lift. Maxon's RA is a unique slide lift gate that was strategically designed to optimize the unloading of cargo through a trailer side door. Now, let's cover some liftgate terminology. The liftgate is attached to a sliding mechanism that allows the gate to be stowed safely under the trailer when not in use. The liftgate is made up of a main frame, which connects to a pair of lifting arms that are operated by hydraulic cylinders. The lifting arms connect to a platform and flip section. The platform consists of a main and a flip-over section. The flip section features dual retention ramps. The system draws electrical power from a bank of auxiliary batteries, which are charged by the tractor's alternator via a dual-pole charging system. The pump box houses an electro-hydraulic pump mechanism, which is connected to the actuating cylinders. There are 2 lifting cylinders as well as a hydraulic gear drive that enables the in and out movement. The operation of the lift is controlled by 2 molded toggle switches at the main controls, one for the up and down movement, the other for the in and out movement. On the inside of the trailer are 2 additional toggle switches for the up and down movement only. These switches are used by the operator while riding up and down on the platform. The liftgate is equipped with automatic hydraulic lock valves, which unlock and lock automatically when the control switch is activated. Additionally, the liftgate features a mechanic stow latch. This latching mechanism gets released via a handle. Supplemental to this video, the operation of the RA slide lift is documented in its operations manual. This manual is accessible online at www.maxonlift.com. It is essential that you read and understand this manual prior to operating the liftgate. Manuals are also stored in the liftgate battery box for your reference. Please pay particular attention to the safety and operation warnings found on page 4 of the manual. Incorrect operation of the liftgate can result in serious personal injury to you or other persons in the area of operation. Comply with warnings and liftgate operating instructions in the manual. Do not allow untrained persons to operate the liftgate. The RA has a variety of models, with rated capacities up to 4,500 pounds. At no time should you ever place a load on the platform that is greater than the rated capacity of the liftgate. Keep in mind there are several pinch points and potential safety hazards. Do not allow any part of your body to be placed under, within, or around any portion of the moving liftgate or its mechanisms. Place safety cones on outer 2 corners of liftgate operating area. Make certain that the surrounding area is clear of all obstacles. As the trained operator, you are the only person authorized to operate the liftgate. Be aware of bystanders and the location of nearby objects when operating the liftgate. When operating from the ground, stand clear of the platform. If operating while on the liftgate, always stay clear of the edge of the platform and keep 3 points of contact. You will also find a series of warning and operation decals on the trailer and the liftgate. Make sure you read and understand all of the warnings prior to operating the unit. Keep decals clean and legible. Never drive a forklift on the liftgate platform. The only equipment authorized to be used on the liftgate is a manual or electric pallet jack. Do not move the trailer unless liftgate is properly stowed. Stow the platform when not in use. Extended platforms could create a hazard for people and vehicles passing by. A correctly installed liftgate will operate smoothly and reasonably quiet. Listen for scraping, grinding, and binding noises, and have the problem corrected before continuing to operate the liftgate. In cold weather, expect the liftgate to work slightly slower initially. This has to do with the hydraulic oil in the system that thickens under low temperature. After a few cycles that warm up the oil, you should see a normal speed pattern. Never use a cell phone while operating the liftgate. Above all, please follow operating instructions and safety precautions and use good common sense when operating the liftgate. As you conduct your pre-trip inspection of your vehicle, the liftgate should also be inspected. Here are some daily checks you should perform. These checks start on page 6 of the operation manual. Check that the battery box and pump cover is secured in place and undamaged. Look for hydraulic fluid leaking from the pump box. Check that all the control switches are in place and undamaged. Confirm that the hydraulic locks are in place and undamaged. Check that all decals are clean and undamaged. Check all weld surfaces for cracks or breaks, bends, or weld fatigue. If there are any seen, please report immediately. Check the hydraulic cylinders for leaking seals and hose connections. Follow the hydraulic hoses from the cylinders to the pump box. Make sure all hoses are connected at both ends and that there are no cracks, chafing, or fluid leaks. Most importantly, you should make sure that the liftgate is operating smoothly. When the liftgate is moving, listen for unusual noises and look for jerking motion or uneven movement on either side of the platform. In order to make the best assessment, run the liftgate through a complete cycle. The only noise you should hear when operating the liftgate is the sound of the hydraulic pump. If the liftgate does not operate, first check if the circuit breaker located inside the battery box has been tripped. Reset if necessary. If breaker trips again immediately after being reset, report the issue to the maintenance shop. If any of the operation checks reveal a need to service or repair the liftgate, do not operate the unit until a qualified mechanic completes the service or repair. Only utilize the liftgate wearing proper safety gear, steel-toe shoes, and work gloves. Now, raise the platform off the mechanical latch by holding the up-down toggle switch in the raise position with one hand and pulling the latch release handle with the other hand. Ensure that the latch is disengaged from the pin. While still holding the latch release handle, now move the up-down toggle switch in the lower position until the platform is approximately 16 inches above the ground. You can let go of latch release handle as the platform is lowered. Next, slide the liftgate all the way out, moving the in-out toggle switch to the out position. Make sure to stand clear of the moving platform and that the lift is all the way out. If you are not sure, check if the interlock pins are visible or press the toggle switch again until the lift does not move out any further. Then, open the platform flip section while pulling the latch. Always keep proper lifting technique in mind when opening or closing the flip-over section. Also, be aware of potential pinch points. Now, deploy the retention ramps by pulling the latch mechanism. Note that the ramps have 3 positions: stowed, deployed, and ramp, and function as a load retention system as well as loading ramps. Finally, lower the platform all the way to the ground. The liftgate is now deployed and ready for use. To stow the liftgate, first raise it approximately 16 inches off the ground and then stow the retention ramps and fold the platform flip section over onto the main platform section, again using proper lifting methods. Make sure retention ramps are securely stowed by pushing them into the catch and that the flip over is secured by its latch. Next, standing to the side with safe clearance of all body parts, slide the liftgate all the way in until it hits the inboard stops. Then hold the up-down toggle switch in the raise position until the platform raises up against the frame and gets latched. Ensure that the pin is engaged with latch. Now let's discuss the proper unloading and loading procedures. As seen in the previous section, safely deploy the liftgate. Keep in mind these safe step and lifting practices. When stepping on the liftgate, it should be no higher than 4 to 6 inches off the ground. This helps minimize any additional stress to the knees. When lifting to deploy or stow the flip-over section, always use proper technique. Additionally, rain or snow could create slippery platform conditions. Exercise extra caution under these circumstances. Now deploy the 2 retention ramps. Position feet in a safe location and raise the platform by pushing the closest inside control switch to the raise position. Making sure that your feet are within the predefined area protects you from pinch points and possible injury. When the platform reaches the floor level, the platform should be just above parallel with the floor of the trailer. Product can now be loaded with the pallet jack. Preferably stay behind the pallet jack, pushing the load onto the platform. If the situation requires you to come out first, make sure to stand to the side of the pallet jack. Position the load as good as possible in the center of the platform. Never put more than 1 pallet on the liftgate at once. Stand next to the load with your feet in the proper position and using 3-point contact. Keep one hand on the load and the other activating the control switch. Move the control switch to the lower position until the platform reaches the ground. Never step off the platform before it touches the ground. At this point, release the retention ramps and unload the platform. Make sure to safely stow the liftgate before heading out to your next stop. As with any piece of equipment, the most important thing to remember is to follow all safety precautions. Always be aware of your surroundings and make sure you are following the operation and safety warnings. If the liftgate is not working properly, be sure to inform your dispatcher immediately. Discontinue use, stow the liftgate if possible. Conducting your pre- and post-trip inspections can help you identify problems before you get out on the road. Keep safety in mind. Always wear steel-toe shoes and gloves. Always use proper lifting techniques and 3-point contact entering and exiting your vehicle and while loading and unloading. Never jump off the liftgate platform and always secure your load. Keeping these things in mind will ensure proper and safe use. If you have additional questions about how to safely operate your Maxon liftgate, please refer to the manual or the website or contact your dispatcher. Your safety is of the utmost importance. Thank you for watching.